Hi everyone, I know we are early. I'm Lori Gillespie at the Funny Farm Rescue. I'm actually washing some kittens, so I thought we would come in early and show you what I'm doing. I'm going to show you one all the way through, but I was in the middle of this one. I couldn't stop to do a live Facebook feed, so we decided we would just incorporate it. So this was a kitten that someone found, her and her brother, in I believe it was underneath of a trailer, and they were feral, so we are socializing them. And a lot of people ask me about fleas. They're like, I gave them a bath. Well, I wanted to show you. You have to start with Dawn dishwashing liquid. That's what I use. It's safe for the kitty cats and the birds. And we start at their head. You get them a little bit lathered up with it, just a little bit of water. And I also have one of my silver pans here, and I fill it up with lukewarm water, not too hot. Don't scald your kitties, not a good idea. And then you start with their head, so this way you work the fleas downward. And then you scrub them and, rub them nicely, gently, but all the way down. And then stick their behinds in the water. She's been doing this for a few minutes now, so she's kind of over it. But if you notice, if you look on their bellies, that's where you'll see the fleas. Well, she doesn't have any now because I had already been doing this, but I'm going to show you on a second one. I'm not sure if they're going to have too many, but sometimes we've gotten kittens and they were just inundated. By the time I'm done with the water's red from the blood, from the fleas, sucking, eating their blood out of them. So you start at their head, you work your way down. And a lot of times people think, that's it. No, you have to actually pull them off. So when you look at them, you have to look for fleas. They're a brown color. Even if you have a black kitty, they kind of shimmer. They look, it's hard to find at first. And then what I do is I'm going to pretend like I have found a flea. You go through and you pick them out, and then I drown them. So the fleas can drown. So that's why I kind of hold them down, but you can't hold them into the water. But you don't want to freak them out too much and hold their head too low. So that's why I just keep massaging them. And then after you get them all cleaned up and you're sure all the fleas are out, sometimes it takes more than one bathing, but I don't like to do them too long because then they get too upset. So I'll do it, and then even when they're in my lap and they're drying, I'll be pulling out fleas with the tweezers, and I have a bowl of water, a hot water, and I put them in there, make sure they're drowned, because you can pull them off even after they've been in the bath and they're still, I know, we gotta get the water temperature right, okay. So again, you start at their head, hold on. And then under their neck is a big place where they like to hide, but you don't want to get their eyes. So what I usually do for their eyes, I usually do puppy wipes and make sure I wipe their faces with puppy wipes or baby wipes. She's not liking this. Whoops, sorry girlfriend. All right, we're almost finished. I know, almost done. We're gonna get all this Dawn off. Woohoo! You are gonna get a bath too, just so you're prepared. So don't wear your best clothes washing the kittens. Okay, we're all done. I kind of let them wring them out. Shake them out a little bit. I put them into a towel, and I get most of the water off. And then I actually blow dry them. So although the other salons are closed, Funny Farm's open. We're open for business for the salon for the kitties. We are still closed.
John Russo wants to know if you can do this with an adult cat.
Yes, you can. It's not as easy, and we can show you how to do that. When you're doing the adult cats, you want to scruff them. A lot of people think that scruffing them is like this on the baby. You think that it's cruel. It's not. That's how the mothers carry them, and that's how you're going to not get scratched. And you should do the pan of water and slowly put them in and keep massaging around their neck so they don't relate it to a bad experience, because they're getting patted, they're getting attention, but it is definitely more challenging with a large cat. The large cats I do in the bathtub, because if they get loose in my kitchen, they're in my whole house and they're running around soaking wet, and then they're hard to catch if they're upset. That's Mickey the bird in the background, the one who wouldn't say a Bo Peep on the last live video. Now she's deciding to have a field day in there. So every day when I'm on the Zoom calls for work, she always wants to chime in. She imitates me. So we'll see, Mickey, that's her. So, okay, so now we have her dried off. Mostly, you can see she's scared to death. Put this on a low setting. This is also low but warm. And I don't do their heads. I stay down towards their backs. And a lot of times I'll even cover up their head so they don't get too freaked out. Sometimes when they can't see, they're like, oh, it's not so scary. And then that's how you get them dried, at least a little while. And then you can put them in their house with a little heating pad, or just make sure that they're completely dry, because you don't want them to catch cold after they just have their bath. So I'm gonna have, we're almost, let's see, what time is it now? We're at 9:56. So I'm gonna dry this one for another few minutes. And then we're gonna start from scratch at our 10 o'clock, because some people were asking about this, so they can see how we do it anyway.
I'm gonna go get Caesar here. Look.
Okay, Matt is going to show you guys some other. There's Caesar and Tucker, the best friends.
Hi, Caesar.
You guys know who Caesar is. He's the one who was a stolen dog, and we got him back. And he and Tucker are best buddies, you can see. Tucker thinks he's a little tiny dog. He doesn't realize he's really big. And then, you want to introduce the new puppy?
Yep.
So, just 2 days ago, we rescued Gunner. That's him. His one ear does not go up. Apparently, he had some kind of nerve damage. We're not sure. Oh, there's Puppy trying to get in the shot. He's about the same size as Puppy, but a little longer. He looks like a hot dog, but he's a Shih Tzu and a Corgi. Corgi. How do you say Corgi?
And Buddy.
So it's a Shorgie? I think that's what they call them, right? Yeah. A Shorgie.
And Adele.
Oh, and there's Miss Adele. And Nikki's very upset that we're not, she's clucking like a chicken to try and get attention. Nikki! Enough! That's what I have to do, and when I yell at her a lot, then she'll stop. Okay, so Miss Cindy's gonna finish you up. Okay, all done, because we're just about 9:57.
Okay.
So we're gonna get ready. All right, so let's go see Nikki real fast.
All right.
3 minutes.
Okay, hi
Then
Tucker.
we'll start another kitty cat. Okay, come on, we'll go see.
Okay.
I think we can just put them in. Okay, Miss Nikki, who is making all of the racket? Hello. Come here. Come here, Nick. Come on. All right, you were just being so loud for the live video, and now you're not going to say anything? You want me to go away? As soon as I go in the other room, I know you're going to say something. Come on. Her
Hello.
cage is, oh, she said hello. That was all I got out of her. Her cage is by my window, and as you can see, that window is what it used to look like. And then here are my curtains now. You can see they're non-existent. Not only did she eat my curtains, she shredded them first. Now she's eating the wood trim. So not the best pet for the Better Home and Gardens houses that people have.
She
So
wants to sit on your shoulder.
we're not doing that today, but we will do that. So she is not 100% trustworthy. She loves to get patted. Let me show them how I pet you. Be nice. No, be nice. All right. Hey, hey, hey. Be nice. Don't fight me on my Facebook. That wouldn't be good. See her beautiful, pretty orange hair? And then she loves to be petted under her wings. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Everybody likes, oh, she likes a back rub. Everybody likes a back rub. What's the matter? You being good? She didn't get it. If she doesn't get it, they're very attention hungry all the time. She's an attention hog. So if I'm spending time with the other animals, which you know I do a lot, I have a bunch of bottle babies. That's the kittens. Okay, and some of them are yelling. They all want to be fed. So, all right, we are at 9:59. So we just wanted to say hi to Nikki, and you're going to be a little bit quiet, right? No, don't be all sassy pants. Say hi. This is just a preamp to our 10 o'clock. Nikki wants to do the intro. What's that, Nikki? You can't see anybody in there, right? What you gonna say? Say good morning. Hello. Gonna bark like a dog or cluck like a chicken?
She growls.
She got a secret.
Your Aunt Sue is watching.
Hi, Aunt Sue.
Okay, 10 o'clock.
Okay, we're 10 o'clock. All right, we'll just start right here with Miss Nikki.
Okay.
So this is the Funny Farm Rescue and Sanctuary in Mays Landing, New Jersey. This is Nikki, my cockatoo. We are a rescue farm. We have over 600 rescued animals. Every animal that you see here is a rescue. Some are unwanted, some are abused, neglected. Some of them just need homes from divorces, or what have you, but they all needed a home. And we gave them one. Myself and a bunch of volunteers run it. We do not have any paid people. Everybody is a volunteer. I am so lucky to have so many people that come because we have people that help me build things. So you can bring any of your trade skills that you have. You can come on over and help us. We're still building the kitten house, which a lot of people have put their efforts into it. And my brother was working on it a lot. He started working again, so I asked last week, can anybody help? And my friend Joe DeFalco stepped up and said, come on, I'll help you finish it. So he is in the process of finishing that. We have a lot of people that build things and they make things, crafts, things like that. Matt's trying to tell me something.
Yeah, throw the blanket over and see.
Blanket over? Where,
No,
over her head?
yeah, she loves the blanket.
Oh, look, you can see. So this is what my curtains kind of look like. You see the holes?
It's a lot of holes.
The problem is she sometimes gets stuck, but then she chews her way out.
It sticks her head through the hole.
Yes. So this is Nikki. Nikki, come here. She's like, what are you doing? I can't even do it because it's stuck.
She's like, don't
Oh,
touch
yeah.
my blanket.
Oh yeah, Miss Cindy's gonna have to answer my phone. Okay, so today we're gonna do a couple of things. We're going to wash a kitten from start to finish. We started early. You didn't miss anything big. We just started one kitten because they needed to be done. So we're gonna go into the kitchen and we are going to wash a kitten. And she is ready to come out. So the reason we're washing kittens is these are feral kittens that somebody found under a trailer. And a lot of times when they come here, I have so many animals, we have to make sure they are free of fleas. So we don't have a name for this one because, let's see, is this a boy or girl? I forget now. This is a little girl. She's going to be adopted by some lucky person. And she's very sweet. We have socialized her. But again, we want to make sure that she is free of fleas. So we start out a nice lukewarm bath for her in our sink. And we just get her a little bit damp. And then we have handy dandy Dawnless dishwashing liquid. A lot of people use regular pet shampoos, flea shampoos. I find that Dawn is the best. We start at the head and you work your way down. And the reason being is the fleas will go where the Dawn isn't and the water isn't. So I know they're in here, but if they're gonna eventually go down because I'm moving them down and they'll drown in that water. So you start at the top, you keep the eyes free of the Dawn. And I do their ears, their tops of their heads, and then I do under their neck as well. But you leave the eyes. You will if the fleas are bad, I haven't seen any fleas on this one yet, but if the fleas are bad, they sometimes run to their eyes. So I have to stop, wash my hands off, and then what I do is I take a pair of my tweezers and I try and get them to stop, and then I pull them out and put them into the water so they drown.
And Antoinette wants to know if you should change the water every single time you do a different kitten.
Yes, normally we would, yes.
It's a good question.
Yeah, you always change the water. Number one, you want it clean. Number two, you can see who you're getting off. You know, sometimes we look and we're like, oh my goodness, look how many fleas we got. And it feels good that you know that you're helping this kitten when they had 100 fleas on them. Like I said, the water is clean here, but I have done some that were so infested with fleas that the water looked like blood water. And it's so sad for these animals, and they can die. You know, they get like anemic, and they actually lose too much blood, and that can kill them. So these feral kitties, you know, if anybody finds them, that's what you have to do. I have a lot of people say, oh, well, I gave them a bath, and they brought them to me, and they still had fleas. So again, you work your way down, but you start at the head, and then I try and submerge them. So I hold them up with their bottom feet. Now, mind you, these were feral, but we've been really messing with them. We kept them separated until we could really get a handle on them. And then I put them in and keep their heads out. With a really feral kitty, you might get scratched. So sometimes people can wear gloves. I just feel that I can get a better handle. And you can see this kitten doesn't seem like she's hating it. She's like, okay, I'm getting a nice little bath, nice little massage. Right, little girl? Not so bad, right? And they're on their back, so they think it's like their mom cleaning them. And they also get very poopy from them going to the potty without their mom. It gets stuck in their tails. So you have to, we're cleaning them. You can see their litter on their feet or just dirt that gets gobbed up. See that? Mm-hmm. So we're just going to give them a nice bath. And again, to do their face, I use a puppy wipe, a baby wipe, something that doesn't have any cleaning agent in it except for, a mild cleansing, like a baby wipe. And you can wipe this face and make sure that you get any of the dirt off their faces. But I don't usually submerge the front of their face in just water. Not to say I haven't done it by accident a few times. They live through it, but it's like getting dumped under water when your friends are like trying to play a trick on you and you come out. So that's something.
So if someone wants to know how to, I think Pam said she wants to know how you can volunteer to help you with the kittens.
Oh, so how we can have volunteers help. So as you know, we are still closed because of the pandemic. We hope to be open soon. I know people call me today and they say, well, parks are open, golf courses are open. The issue is we have animals here, and if we try and say, please people come in, but don't pet the animals, it's impossible. And they're worried about somebody petting an animal and having it spread to someone else. So that's why we have to wait for the word. I'm assuming when zoos are going to be open, they're going to open us, but they have not opened us as of yet. So we are only, with that being said, we've only had a few volunteers, a very skeleton crew, and it's been our normal crew. We have brought in 1 or 2 new ones because we have been asking our elderly volunteers, and we have a lot of retired people, to stay home because we are concerned for their health and safety. Not to say that we're not concerned for everybody we are concerned about, but those that have any compromised health issues, we like them just to stay home. So we have had, we have a brand new volunteer coming today. She's 18 years old, and she's going to help. I'm not sure if she's going to be helping with kittens, but she's going to be helping with the animals for sure. It'll be cleaning, probably mucking stalls, and then helping feed and water the animals. If you're interested, you would have to send us an email at this point to our Lori at funnyfarmrescue.org, and we would answer you. We can only allow so many volunteers here at a time, and we still are only taking volunteers on Tuesdays and Sundays. If you're new, if you have been here a long time, like Miss Cindy, like forever, she's here every day because I sure can use the help. That's Brookie, our very naughty golden retriever. Everybody says, Brookie's so nice. But she is our naughty, naughty girl. She steals all my clothes. And there's Adele, and Tucker's sleeping at the door. There's always shoes at the door because live on the farm. They're Miss Cindy's. Oh, you're not showing my whole house.
I showed Cindy, that's all.
Okay, because my house is a farm. That's all right. I don't make excuses for it. I said, I'm not making excuses for my house because it always looks like that.
Your house looks nice.
Oh yeah, sure. It doesn't look nice. The animals live here. I just pay the mortgage. I'm just kind of their roommate. Okay, that makes you a little warm, so you want to test it. Just like when you're feeding a cat, you should test your wrist. And if it doesn't feel too hot there, then you're usually good. I go on the cool side. If they're younger than this, then you keep it a little warmer, because you don't want to get them sick. But we've had, I would wait, if they're really little, to not give baths too young. If you give them too young, then you can compromise their health. So I would just keep them separate in a different room until they can be a little older. This one is about
9 weeks.
This is about, I think this one's a little younger, right? This one hasn't. Oh yeah, they're 8 to 9 weeks, Cindy's saying. So they just started eating regular food and they will be adopted. And it looks like they're getting nice and social. They're used to chickens and cockatoos and dogs and other cats. And you can see him shaking. But he is, or she is flea free now, I'm happy to say. So we haven't had to use the tweezers on her because I haven't found any fleas that did not come off. Oh, I'm sorry. Okay. Oh, I got it in her mouth. Did you see that? Sorry, girlfriend. All right. See, I told you, Mom's not always the best. Sorry. She's like, Mom, you trying to drown me or what? Oh, I'm so sorry. So that happens here. She's like, all right. I kind of just put them down and take them up. All right, Adele. Nikki. Stop acting like Adele is what I meant to say. Adele, she's impersonating you. You have an imposter.
Adele wants to come up on the counter. So she can see what's going on.
Right, you want to see what's happening? You do the hair drying. She's like, I'm like the salon girl, so. Look, Adele. She's like, I'm actually looking for food. Truth be told. Because I know this is where Mom, she doesn't feed anybody from the table except Miss Adele. I should do her little bread trick where she jumps up.
Yeah. You got some bread over there?
I'll show you Adele's trick in a minute. So again, we are drying them with a nice fluffy towel. And if they're feral, you don't just let them go because then they will run away as soon as they can.
Look at her nails.
And then I dry them with a hair dryer. And again, I will hold their head sometimes. And then when I'm drying them, have a warm setting. Just a little bit. And then I dry. Here, Miss Cindy will finish for me. And then you're good to go with your kitten. So I'm going to switch with Cindy. So wait, I'm going to put Adele down. Come on over, son. All right. So we'll come over to here to Adele. Back up a bit. All right, you have the here.
Yep.
Adele, show them your trick. Adele. Ready? Wait, should we turn around so you can see it? Come here. Ready? Come here. Here. Come on, turn around. All right, ready? Adele. Okay, now she sees it. Ready? Come on, you want another one? Come on. Here, I'll use a bigger piece. This one? She's like, but there's a dog right here. Come on. Tucker, you can't get it. Adele.
Tucker wants it.
Adele. All right. There you go. Who's a good girl? Who's a good girl? You want another one? No. She's like, I'm not sure. I like the peanut butter and jelly Uncrustables better. Look, she doesn't like the crust. She's like her mom. I don't like the crust either. It's a piece of crust. We need the center. Hold on, we're gonna get it. I know it's gonna be frozen, but I can get. Oh no, this is too frozen.
Yeah, that's gonna be.
Yeah, she likes it. Not for you.
Tucker's
No.
like.
Here we go. She's like, there's too many dogs. Oh! Who's telling the dogs, buddy? You go lay down. You guys go. All right. Adele's getting annoyed with you guys. All right, let's put on in here.
All the dogs are like, we want
Right
some.
here. Hold on there. Hold on there, miss. Ready? Adele. Ready? You guys. Okay. So this is Adele getting annoyed. She doesn't even want a piece of bread now because we annoyed her. All right. I'm sorry. Here, come, Tucker, lay down. Lay down, all the way down. Down. All the way down. All right, Adele wants to sit on you. Adele, ready?
Rookie, watch out. Rookie.
Brooklyn. All right, so this is what I usually show. Okay, so nothing is working today. However, what you can see is that the interaction between these animals, they all get along with each other. A lot of people say, how do you make them all get along? I don't make them. I show them, like, that's your brother, that's your sister, let's all be nice to one another. Because it is not always the case. So you have to introduce them slowly. You have to be present with everybody being at home right now is a really good time to acclimate a new pet, whether we have a lot of people adopting kittens right now. A lot of people are calling me for dogs and puppies, and it's a great time to get them all situated in your home.
Season.
The main thing is we don't want to just go back to work and forget about our pets. That's a big one. That's my next fear, is I'm going to be worried about everybody's going back to work, and then now we have these other pets, and they're just going to be home alone. So let's try and think about that if you are adopting right now during this pandemic. All right, girlfriend. There's a little bit right there. There. She's like, uh-oh, Caesar's going to get it. Too late. Oh, she's going to tell Caesar.
Someone's asking about how can we get donations to you.
Donations, yeah, so we run completely on donation. You can either send them to our address, 6908 Railroad Boulevard, in check form, or you can go right online on funnyfarmrescue.org and do PayPal or credit card, and you can do a donation that way. So we are surviving. I have a job still. I'm working from home. Trying to work at home in this situation is challenging.
It makes Zoom.
They always want to add a comment, and usually all 8 dogs bark at one time. The chicken decides, you know, her normal thing, and Nikki's always going, hello, hello, and then she starts laughing. So I have to speak and then put it on mute immediately.
Annie Beatty wants to know who the new dog is.
Annie Beatty, hi Craig, hi Annie. That is Gunner.
Where is he? Okay.
I just got him, I just adopted him 2 days ago, so he's not been here 48 hours. He is not neutered, can you tell? You should always get your pets neutered. Excuse you.
Tucker.
So this, you can see he's almost the same size as Puppy. He's a little shorter. He is a Shih Tzu Corgi mix. I think that's what they say. My rescue is breed that I know, but from what I've heard, he looks kind of long like a hot dog. He's, you know, longer like a what do you call it? Dachshund.
There's BB.
And you can see Adele's still getting used to him, and you can see Gunner's learning because she has pecked him before. Like, get out of my way or stop eating my food. So she always lets the dogs know who is boss, and it is her. It's not me. It is her. So, so that's Gunner. He has an ear. Gunner, come here. His ear. You gonna put yours up?
He's super cute. Yeah.
See how the one ear goes up nice and straight. This ear kind of not so much. Where it apparently was nerve damage as a baby. Well, he's still a baby. He's 11 months. But
Puppy's
again,
top.
he hasn't been neutered yet, so we are getting him neutered this week. We're trying to have him go up for adoption, but I'm not 100% sure. You know, because after they stay here for a little while, I think this guy will miss him so much, and I'm afraid because he has had 3 homes already. At 11 months. He is not quite potty trained. We're working on that now. But otherwise, he's got a sweet disposition. I heard that he ripped things up at home, has not done that in 48 hours. I think he just needs a lot of love and attention. But he's a doll baby. Sleeps with me and this guy, Puppy, and Caesar, and then Tucker, the big boy. He thinks he's a little puppy. So, again, they just need some extra love and attention when they've been through so many homes, just to know that they're safe. So I'm having a hard time thinking, well, I have to give them another home, and then it's going to be another.
I think he should just stay.
So everybody, all my volunteers are like, I think you should stay here. If they said that about every animal, that's how I got to 600, and you know now I'm like, no. We did adopt out Carson, the spotted dog, to an individual. Very good friend of mine. I keep tabs on him every day. He needed to be with an individual, but a very large area. It's still a farm type atmosphere there, and he runs around, has a lot of energy. So if you don't see Carson, that's where he is. So I do adopt out some of the animals, but it has to be a better situation than here, which is hard to beat. But this one was.
Yeah.
So anyway, so Carson left and Gunner came. That's always how it is. There's always another one to get adopted. But I haven't adopted out a dog that has been here more than a month ever until Carson. Normally you know, if they come in, I know they're going to go out. I try and keep my distance, and I talk to people ahead of time who I know is going to want them. So, okay, do you want to go outside?
Yes.
So both of the kittens are done. For those tuning in, we started out in the house because I had to wash new kittens that came. Come on.
There's Farley.
There's Farley watching over the farm manager, trying to see what's going on. And it's kind of overcast but warm.
It's a good day for a video.
So I think now, number one, I want to see where everybody's from.
Yes.
You can even just say what town you're from or what state you're from, whatever you would like. And this is going to be our live segment. So if you have a question, I'm going to answer it. We're not doing anything specific. We showed you how to wash kittens that have fleas, or just wash a kitten. You don't have to wash them. Once they're old enough, they will clean themselves, but you should wash them if they, of course, they have fleas. They can't clean themselves when they're that young, and also you shouldn't be ingesting fleas for them. Here's Ricky, which we don't get to see very often. Except all the dogs are with me. Brooklyn?
Not for Brooklyn.
Brookie, come here. Come here. And Peanut Butter Crunch is my oldest kitty cat. You can see none of the dogs face her because she lives in the house. And Puppy's showing Gunner the ropes. Come here, Gunner. So this cat is about 19 or 20.
Yeah.
Actually, she may be, about 19 or 20. She was dropped off in a box with her brothers and sisters. I think I talked about her before. Left her outside in a box without her mom. Neighbor found her, put her and her brothers and sisters. All the rest have since passed, and she is the only one left, but she is like our geriatric cat. So
Look at all the peacocks. Yeah. Yep.
On top of the barn, this is the horse barn. I call it the horse barn, but a lot of animals live in there. He came from a condominium in Mays Landing, him and his wife, Ricky and Lucy. And there were a lot of mixed feelings. Some people wanted to keep him there. Other people said, oh, he's pooping on my deck. He is eating my plants. So there was a lot of fighting about it. And there was an association. The association said, Ricky and Lucy have got to go. So they called me. It was not an easy task. I'm a pretty good peacock catcher now, but I did not have any experience before that. So it took me about 3 months, and I was able to get them, and they came here. Once they were here, Lucy decided 15 acres was not large enough, and she went out across the street and started to lay her eggs. Ricky went out to visit and was hit by a car. Obviously, she was not killed, but had to rush him to the vet, and where they said he had a spinal break in the very back of his spine, and they said he would never walk again. So they suggested euthanizing. So if anybody knows me, I'm not big on euthanizing unless the animal is suffering. The only time that I feel that it's really necessary if the animal is suffering, it's got to be if somebody is hurt. He was not suffering. They said the break was low. Didn't seem to feel pain. So I decided to build a corn crib, which is one of those big round pens that hold corn from cows. So I said I'm going to put him in there, and he'll live in a harness with a bungee cord, and him and his wife can live in that pen. While I was building that, I started to pick him up, set him down, and one day I saw his leg move. And my boyfriend at the time said, "What? That's insane. He just like didn't move. Telling you his leg now." So I of course started picking him up, set him down all the time. Not only did he walk, he now flies. He and his wife had a baby, little Lucy, and little Lucy had some babies, and it's little Lucy and little Ricky. So we have 3 generations of the Ricardos here. But he is one of our peacocks. You can see the girl peacocks are. Can you see that?
Yep.
White with the flesh on their white, and their heads are a little green and gray. They're not as attractive as the males. The males are the big, beautiful blue normally, except Ricky has beautiful blue but all white. And we have about 20 about 20 or 21 peacocks.
Lori, someone's saying they're having a hard time hearing you.
Having a hard time hearing?
So just speak up a little. And
Oh, okay. You mean the animals are over me,
Maybe-
or I'm not? I'm usually really loud. I'm surprised.
I don't know.
Okay, probably because I was turning away. So I was just discussing the peacocks, how the girls have the white front, and the boys are usually the big, beautiful, iridescent blue. So I always make the joke that only in humans are the females more attractive. The boys love that.
Yeah.
So
course.
Ricky had gotten hit by a car. They said he should be euthanized. I said, if he's not in too much pain, let's let him go. And he wound up getting rehabbed, not on purpose. And he wound up, once I realized we could possibly rehab him, I just kept doing what I was doing. And he eventually took a step. It took about 3 months. And then he sat down and he took another step. And then slowly in the next week or two, he started to walk. And then eventually started to fly.
They can hear you better now.
Happy story. Okay, thank you. It's because I was probably turning my...
Yeah, yeah.
Okay. But thank you for saying. Does anybody have any questions?
Well, Bill Leeds said thank you for the fresh eggs that he got.
Oh, you're welcome, Bill.
He said they were
we
awesome.
We do have fresh eggs out front. That is our source of income right now, other than my job. So thank you. And people have been wonderful. We don't even have a price. We didn't even start to put a price out yet. We were just putting the eggs out. Before we put them out, they were gone. And then people were just leaving a donation. One woman didn't have any money, and I'm like, that's what it's there for. And if you have an issue and you need eggs, and you don't have money, if your unemployment runs out or whatever, you can come get eggs from us. And if you can leave a donation, we greatly appreciate it. Let's see. Let's go with Jolly. I think we're just about ready.
Yeah, Jolly. Nobody's seen
All right,
Jolly
this is
before.
our one guy that has 1 foot, his web is gone. So we have, all right, that's little B. You can see he is disabled. He is a Muscovy. They go, shush, 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 shush. They go, if you can hear that. It sounds like they're hissing almost like a...
Coast Guard.
What's the Coast Guard?
Yeah.
They're hissing like a goose a little bit. And they act very much like a dog. Jolly, you want to come out?
Come on, Jolly.
This is the goat that went to the Bolton Center. The ducks are usually like, hey, there's usually no dogs in here. All right, Jolly, you want to come out? Come on, dogs, let's go out. Let's let Jolly come out on her own, on his own. Come on.
Buddy.
Excuse me, buddy. What are you, from New York? Come on. Come on, Jolly, want to come out? And here's a little mallard. You can see some of the ducks do fly. I think he will fly. Come on, bud.
He's all by himself.
He's all by, he said, well, my brother and sister just left me.
He's Jolly's little fan.
Don't.
Farley. Farley.
That is his. Okay, so this is.
We gotta get rid of that hay.
All right, Tucker. We're not yelling at Jolly. This is the hay that they eat. It's orchard grass from North Jersey. Really, really nice, soft. And this is why you leave it up so the dogs don't eat it. All right, come on, you guys. We'll let him come out in his own time. Any other questions? How about we go see Barry White?
Oh, oh.
So Barry White is a domestic turkey.
Oh, this turkey?
That he does not like Matt.
I don't know why. He's like the only animal here.
But you can see his front. He was attacked, they think, somewhere else, not here, at a behind Jean's farm market on the Black Horse Pike. I kept getting calls from different residents, and my one friend Mary called me and said, Lori, you gotta come help me. Nobody can come out and get this turkey. Come here, Barry White. It's because all the dogs are with me.
Yeah.
Bear, come here.
There's Tucker with their bunny.
Oh, yeah, Bunny's there. So, excuse you. So his whole front had been kind of chewed off, and we were able to put some meds on him and have the vet look at him, get him back to well, but he looks a little scary. He does come up to you, and it is mating season, so watch your kids when we do open again, because they think that your kids are other turkeys. So they're not trying to be mean, they're just trying to give a little love. Okay, so here he is. There he's showing us off. Barry! That's why we call him Barry White, because he's a big lover. We really don't have predators here at the Funny Farm because we have too many, and look at all the peacocks. The peacocks are looking. So like you were talking about us earlier. Hello.
Linda said the farm seems extra noisy. Is that because there's no visitors?
Yes, I think so. Because usually their mouths are full because you guys are all feeding them. So they cannot wait for you all to come back. We as volunteers try and feed them, but you know, you're never going to equate to 1,000 people.
Right.
So this is our Polish rooster. I think I've showed you him before.
Schnitzel, yeah.
Schnitzel. And this is Casper, his little wife. She is a silky chicken. So you can see, she looks like she has fur instead of feathers. And these chickens are not as hardy as the other chickens. So you can't just put them anywhere.
Oh,
You
yeah.
can't put them with every other chicken because they can get,
Yeah.
not even on purpose, they can just step on them and they're, like I said, they're not as hardy. So we did have baby chicks. We were telling you about the baby ducks that had been hatched out one day here. We hardly ever have baby chickens because, you know, we always are taking their eggs. This mommy was a very good hider. I showed them last time. This is a bantam chicken. They are smaller chickens. The mom is smaller. Let's see if I can get mom out.
She's peeking out.
Here she is. She's
Yeah.
coming out. There's mom. She's a beautiful bantam chicken. And she has all different, you can see all the different colors. I'm not sure what color they're gonna end up being when they're adults, but she'll have quite the variety. And she is a very, very good mom. We just have her in here
She's just looking in.
just to make sure that she is protected. And, you know, sometimes chickens aren't the best moms, they just keep walking. We had Miss Cindy Rongiani in the Atlantic City Police Department brought us over some baby mallards. We could actually should have showed them.
Yeah.
The mom just walks and then the babies fall into the drain. So we get a lot of babies that way because the moms just are not realizing that they're falling through the cracks. And she kept on going, so they had to come here. So now I'm their mom. Okay.
So if a mom keeps walking, then a police officer has to go down the drain to get the. That's what they say.
Yeah, yes, basically. It's our animal girl Cindy that does that. She's big into animals, and thank goodness she's part of the Atlantic City Police Department.
Kim Reynes wants to see Cowboy.
Cowboy. I love this part. It's like
Her boyfriend.
an Easter egg hunt trying to find all the animals because they're living. There's Stormy.
She says he's her boyfriend.
Now, let's see. You know what? A lot of people say that about Cowboy.
He's a flirt.
He's a big flirt. People are like, "Oh, that's my boyfriend. That's my boyfriend." I'm thinking, do you guys all know that you're not the only girlfriend?
Lori, don't give his secrets away.
There's baby. That is
Elijah.
Once feral. Now, look at baby.
Aw.
Like crazy feral had some health issues, and it's just to show you that you can take feral cats and socialize them. If they don't want to be touched, I don't touch them unless they have to be touched. We have to give them their shots every year. That's always a challenge. And sometimes we can get the 3-year babies vaccine. Oh, here's Jolly. He came out of his pen. Cowboy's in here.
Okay.
A little dark.
It'll adjust. It'll adjust.
Okay.
It's okay. It looks
This
good.
is Laverne. Uh-oh, they don't know this new puppy. Come here, better. If they don't know the new dog, you know, they all act as like, it's a predator, let's not let them in. Laverne has a false pregnancy, so she gets her udder filled with real milk, so I have to milk her. I just spoke to the vet 2 days ago, and she said, you know what, I don't know that I would milk her, but sometimes she cries in pain, so I milk her.
Hey, Cowboy.
And they don't even know why. We don't have any, but everybody has spayed and neutered all the goats. So here's Mr. Cowboy, but you know what? I think that
Cowboy. He's gonna
he's
go.
nervous because of the new dog.
Yeah.
And here's our big guy that sits on his knees a lot. Leave him go. Hey. No. Let's let you introduce. We have to introduce him slowly. Okay. So you saw Cowboy for a second. He's in the next stall. And it's funny walking in here. You can hear the peacock's little feet.
Yeah,
It's
they
like
walk on the
Santa
roof.
On the roof. We're the reindeer. Okay, now the party is in here. So their stall's open, but Stormy's like, I'm hanging out. Tucker, they don't need you. We're supposed to be social distancing. There should not be a party in here. We're gonna get in trouble.
Don't go behind him.
No,
Tucker.
you're fine.
Tucker.
And as you can see, Stormy's in here. He is our Chicago horse that has the blue and the brown eye. He's very dirty. Tucker, you're gonna get in trouble. Oh, did you see the horse look at him like,
it's kind of crowded.
back up. I don't want all
There's
these people
Reggie.
crowding me.
And Hollywood.
Reggie, Hollywood. We have Coconut and Malibu.
Yep.
They're the Rum brothers.
They're twins.
They are twins, and then again, the one is on his feet. I'm gonna be.
And
he
Fiona.
knows it. I'm gonna be trimming his hooves again today. Miss Fiona is my oldest goat. She just FaceTimed with one of my friends this week. That was what she wanted, and her ears were eaten off by a dog, so she's a little bit defensive when dogs come around or any other animal. She's like, back off. But she is ancient. She is probably 18 years old. And there's Buddy. That's Matt Reeves' dog, the filmer and author.
I was trying to get his eyes, but
He's got the beautiful eyes. And then here's Lightning. We would like to say hello to Lightning. He is our oldest horse. He is in his 30s. This is a not in good shape horse because he is so old. When we become really old, like an old person, you get frail, you can't keep weight on. He has to eat 3 to 4 times a day. We give him mash, senior feed. He's hiding his head up. And right now he's eating his, again, orchard grass, but he will go back in at 12 o'clock to have his lunch by himself. So he is the only one who will be in a stall and eating because we're trying to keep weight on as best we can. What happens is their teeth, you can only float them so long where the dentist will try and fix up their teeth, but let me just show this, but they can only keep them going for so long, so they can't really process their food with their teeth, and then it just kind of falls out when he's eating the hay sometimes, so he's only getting partial nutrition. So it's really challenging to keep the weight on this poor guy. So we're gonna see how he does through summer, and hopefully, they'll hang in there with us. But
he's very
again,
nice.
We'll not let him suffer. But you see how he has a.
he's very sweet.
He's
Yeah.
a sweetheart. Yep. So he is always loose. But he has a cyst on him. It's like a golf ball cyst. And you can see he's been rolling up. The new dog figured out how to roll. So not only were we showing kitten baths, we're gonna have to do a puppy bath again today. Okay. Any other questions? How long have we been going? We've been going over half an hour, so let's go see Yogi, and then we'll finish it off there.
Everybody wants to see Yogi,
Everybody wants to see Yogi.
especially since he escaped, and no one knows how.
Steven, one of our volunteers there. I get to do it quickly.
He,
Yogi wants to get out, so we won't allow him out, but we have to watch.
yeah, watch the little puppy.
Come here, my little smelly boy.
He's rolling. Hi, Yogi.
Here comes Yogi. Say hello. See, he said hello. He knows. And then here is Canyon, our one-eyed horse. So Matt, that's a good. You can probably get a good picture of his eye if you get kind of in front of him. Oh nope, Yogi's not gonna have it.
I can do it.
Oh, there goes Star running.
Watch
loose.
out, Yogi. Oh,
Excuse him.
Yogi. There
Watch
you go.
Caesar. Okay. Now the Canyon's happy that his friends are loose, so they're all going to have some fun.
Yogi.
Yogi, it's like you didn't have that hay inside. Is it different outside? It's like the grass is always greener on the other side. Anyway, well, thank you guys all for tuning in. I know some things are going back to normal. We, unfortunately, are still closed. I don't know when they're going to be opening us up again, but as soon as they do, we will be.
How old is Yogi?
Forward. Yogi's 2.
2 years old. Okay.
And he was here 2 days old. And this one's not so sure about him. Okay. For those who don't know, I'll tell you his story real fast. Him and his brother, Yogi and Boo Boo, I didn't know. They came in the back of a Camry and they looked like baby deer. And I'm like, what are you doing? I can't take baby deer. And the guy said they're baby cows. I never saw them so little. Umbilical cord still attached. It was heart wrenching, and you could see every rib. Okay, you always have to watch his ribs. So I said, well, what am I going to do? I have 20 acres accessible to me here. What am I going to do with 2 big cows? I already had T-bone. I can't fit all of these cows. There's not enough space. So Dr. McAlone, one of my vets, had adopted in Yogi, Boo Boo, so I was able to keep Yogi, and he grew up with the dogs, eating out of his bucket with milk. Everybody had donated milk. On our wish list, we had like 85 gallons of milk at the time, which was great because he drank a lot.
Yeah.
So he was really going to eat me out of house and home. And he wound up being a big, gigantic sweetheart. So we just always have to be careful around his horns. But he is a fan favorite because he is such a doll baby. But he was rescued from slaughter by a young man that was in college. But he lived.
Look behind you.
Excuse me?
Look behind you.
Oh, here comes T-Bone. He says, hello, my little friend. I think T-Bone thinks it's his son because when they were growing up, T-Bone, you would find T-Bone licking him all of the time. Now he moves him out of the way to get his food. But I don't know if you understand, but cows eat with their tongue. So lick and then bring the food in. So when you're feeding them, when you're being able to feed here, you can put your hands right underneath and they'll you're in big trouble. But they are very, very gentle, so you can actually have little tiny kids feed. You just get a little slobbery. That's why you don't wear your good clothes here.
Well, everyone says that they can't wait to come back.
Well, we can't wait to have all of you back. Thank you guys so much for your support. Everybody says, how are you surviving? Some people want us to do a, what do you call this?
GoFundMe.
GoFundMe. I'm not a big GoFundMe fan. There's been too many shams. We're all in a hard place. Everybody's either hopefully working from home, but a lot of people have lost their jobs. And, we're all struggling. So anybody that has been giving, I really, really appreciate it. We've had quite a few donations. Thank you to our supporters. We're trying to keep these Facebook Live videos going so you don't forget and you know who's here waiting for you when it's time to come back, and we hopefully that is soon. I know everybody thanks all the healthcare workers, all the essential workers, the janitors, the cafeteria workers, everybody that has been helping out, but we couldn't do it without you. Our vice president she's usually here almost every other day, and we have not seen her because her hours have been so crazy.
Because she works at the hospital, yeah.
Yes, she works at the hospital, and she's one of the people putting in the ventilators, and she said it is crazy. So please be safe out there. We will be requiring probably people to wear their masks when they come back. So just keep a lookout on Facebook, and we'll add it to our website and our Instagram page that when we reopen.
Tracy Sutton said, don't forget to remind people about Amazon Smile.
Oh, thank you, Tracy. Amazon, I never remember those things. So everybody's ordering from home, and if you pick Funny Farm Rescue, we are on an Amazon Smile, and we were able to get quite a few donations just from that. So even if you're just shopping, you don't have to do a donation. You shopping is giving the Funny Farm a donation. We are also on Xpero.
Xpero, yes.
It's
Xpero.
Xpero. It's pretty new, but we have had quite a few people. You kind of like Restaurant Week, you can buy coupons and then go places.
Yeah. It's an app, and
it's an app that you can download, and that's another great way to donate without really donating. Not having to expend extra money.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so with that, I want to say be safe, have fun, and I cannot wait to see you again, nor can the animals. Thank you guys, love you. Yogi came over to say goodbye. Okay, let me move.
Oh, I better turn it off. Lori gets lifted up.
Bye, guys.
Bye.